Hello, it's Tyrell Lacqua from Great Great Realty, and I'm here doing another video for Parkbench. And today my guests are Wendy and Gina from StageRight.
Hi.
Um, so, what do you guys do? What is StageRight?
Well, initially we help people prepare their homes for market so that they're going to look their very best before the realtor comes in, takes photographs, and it gets posted. We want to just ensure that every house or every seller that we work with is going to be very well presented.
Okay, so home staging.
Yes.
Right, and so do you only work with people when it's time to sell, or do you work with if somebody just wants to try and
Yeah.
organize their house?
Yeah, we do it all actually. We kind of do a little bit of everything. I suppose our big concept is that we just want people to love and live in beautiful spaces. And so whether that is to sell, to entice someone else to buy them, or if you want to just love your own home, we're happy to help you with that too.
Okay, perfect. And so what's the process?
People contact us, we arrange an appointment, we'll go in, work with the things that they have to present their home. Sometimes it's a bit of a scavenger hunt. We want a piece of art there, we want a mirror there. We might get a shopping list for them. We'll build a to-do list, provide some great advice. Also things that could easily update your property without costing a lot.
Okay.
So just a lot of really good, solid advice. We leave them with their to-do list so that they can work through and check things off so that they can get ready
Cool.
for sale.
So how did you get it? How did this all get started?
Well, Wendy started it.
Yeah, so I actually started about 11 years ago.
And so are you the business owner?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So HGTV started with all of those programs, and then I saw that you could take a course to train in that. So I started the course. You know, my kids were grown, so I'm thinking, oh yeah, I've got time to do something fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just went from there. And then 4 years or so ago, Gina and I had a by chance meeting.
Yeah, it was a fun way to start.
Oh,
yeah. And we've just been having a great time ever since.
Yes, absolutely.
So when the education part of it, is it more just a certification, or do you take some education for?
Yeah, so it was a school out of Toronto. You could do it via distance, and so I had to find projects. So I had to submit my projects to my mentor, who was employed by Benjamin Moore, and she would send back the gradings and advice and stuff like that. So when Gina came on board, I used the same program to train her, but she has also since done her own online training as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and I think like we're kind of constantly sort of looking at what other courses, like how do we be up on everything that's sort of new and more information? How do we transfer information that we're gathering in the industry to our clients and to people who are looking to make their houses beautiful? So I think we're always looking to learn more and keep trying to help people.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know for myself, like I'm in real estate, but even I sold my own house and had a home stager come and help us to organize the furniture and stuff. Because I know when I see it what looks good, but
Yes.
I have no idea
How to get it there.
How to get it there.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the value really comes is just knowing some of those little things, angles and, and where to put things.
I think people get really overwhelmed with sort of, oh my gosh, I gotta sell my house, what do I do? They don't know where to start. And I think that is where our value comes in, is that we come in with a smile on our face and we're like, we can do this. Like, this is easy and we're gonna show you how. So we work hands-on. Like, I mean, we will rearrange furniture. We start taking things off the walls and bringing things and putting them elsewhere, and then leaving them a list. Like, this is what's left to do. And you got this. Just cross them up, do a step at a time, and the results really are unbelievable. We're always so proud when we view a real estate listing of somebody that we've worked with and they've done everything, and we just think, yes, We
Yes.
want to high five them all.
Yeah. And what about that fellow that you ran into at a barbecue and he told
Oh,
you?
yeah, I ran into this fellow I worked with for his house for sale, and it was a tiny little house that was like 100 years old that had been built on, 100 times, probably over 50 years. And after I worked with them, they sold their house very quickly. And I saw him at the barbecue like a year later, and he said, "Oh my gosh, we actually live the way you told us how to stage. Like our house is neat and we have only lovely things showing and all our clutter is away and we love living like this because our space is always beautiful and we feel great about where we live all the time." And I was so touched. It was such a great little thing to see again.
Yeah, well, and I know on the sales side as a realtor,
Mhm.
it's it's so much nicer having a product that just shows well, and when what you want is when the buyers come in, you want them to feel relaxed and comfortable,
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
and if it's cluttered or if the furniture doesn't make sense, I don't know if it really takes away from the value so much, but it does detract from it, and it makes it you want to have the best experience possible.
Oh, definitely.
Well, people that are viewing actually can feel anxious if there's a lot of stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's like all
And you
of a
don't want
sudden,
that.
yeah, you want them to feel comfortable. Like how
Mhm.
else are they going to connect with that home and have that feeling? Oh, yes, this is the one.
Yeah.
Unless they're really comfortable and it presents the lifestyle that they're looking for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard when they have kids though too. Is it? Do you find that? Because you want it to feel like
Anyone
zen
can live
and
there.
spa, but I mean you got to live in it too.
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel like getting the kids to be part of it.
Right.
Like a lot of times I'm like, hey, come on, let's do this with your room. And,
Yeah.
so getting them on board, right?
Then they're
And
excited.
yes,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
So they're ready to pitch in. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's not a matter of erasing children from a home. It is designating spaces for children in a home so that people with or without children could look at a house and say, "Oh, this is for us. Like we could live here. Our
Yeah.
life fits in this space." If there is, toys and gigantic playthings all throughout the house, that's going to be more difficult. And so, just helping them to understand, sort of designate some areas. Giving them advice about binning up some things at the last minute if there's a showing,
Mhm.
just some practical things where yes, children live here and that's
Yeah.
good.
Get them
Yeah.
all engaged.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're probably starting to run out of time.
Yeah.
But is there anything you want to talk to the viewers about that we haven't covered today?
I think another service that we offer is this 360 enhancement. So if you live in a space and you're trying to sell it and you've got nothing on your walls and you've got nothing sort of fancy or very interesting to look at, we do offer a service where we'll bring in a carload of stuff and decorate your house and make it seem wow so that all those emotional triggers will be respond when a realtor brings people through your
Okay.
house.
Yeah. So as opposed to just having an empty house.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
yes, and we also do vacant properties. So we have furniture, art and accessories, and because most people when they look at a vacant property, they visualize the room smaller than it actually is,
Mhm.
and so it's very difficult for them to think about how is my furniture gonna fit in this room.
Yeah.
Is this bedroom gonna hold a queen size bed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's hard to visualize sometimes.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's so it sounds like there's a different level of service maybe depending on different
Yeah,
budgets.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
there is. And honestly, all of our services are reasonably priced for the market here in Lethbridge. I think that sometimes people are like, oh, it's home staging, like who can afford that? Or who can afford a decorator? But we are sort of like the people's decorator. We're the people's stager. We are
affordable, for sure.
affordable, very reasonably priced. And I think that people can totally get on board when they know that this is really going to pay off for them in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk today.
Yeah,
And,
thank you.
It
Thanks
was
very
great.
much.
It was great. And yeah, so there's another video for Park Bench. If you need a home stager, now you know who to call. And there's some contact information. So if you need some services, you can contact them and find out what your options are. And like I said, there's different budget levels for everybody. And as a real estate agent who's used home staging before, there really is really good value in that. So I would definitely encourage that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And hope to see you on another video. Thanks.